Hey, my name is Kidis Gabre, and I attend the University of Richmond in Richmond, Virginia, our state's academic capital. I'm here representing my own thoughts about the havoc this pipeline and compressor station will have on this beautiful community. I would like to begin by acknowledging that the land on which we gather today is the occupied territory of the Moncton people. I would like to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm originally from Ethiopia. Living there, I was exposed to the dangers of climate change early on. I grew up with droughts and food shortages being irregular occurrences. It's never fun to see undrinkable water coming from your pipes, nor was it fun for me to stay from school because it was too hot that day. I mention this to say that pollution is not contained. It has effects that scale from regions, counties, countries, and our globe. I would like to ask, in the face of this climate change crisis, I would like to ask, how can the DEQ permit the Buckingham compressor? How can the DEQ permit the Buckingham compressor station to release nearly 80 tons of methane per year when we already have a lot of pollutants in our air? Moreover, a 2015 Johns Hopkins study showed that gas used by the compressor station is known to carry radon. Since no analysis of possible impacts of radon on air quality and on human health has been conducted, how can the DEQ issue the permit without the analysis? The people of Buckingham deserve to have proper analysis done by the DEQ so that they do not have to have this burden on themselves. As the 19-year-old college student, I pretty much represent the younger generation. I would like to say that the technology has passed coal, but has also surpassed fossil gas. Pipelines that are advertised as natural, and the new generation has a growing demand for renewable energy and solar. Thank you very much.
My name is Soraya Gonzalez, and I am also a University of Richmond student. My words are my own. Thank you for allowing me to speak tonight, and I would also like to acknowledge that many people are here who are essentially forced to be here to fight for their livelihoods. I stand against the construction of the frac gas compression station, and I call on you to reject the air permit. Identifying the compressor station as a minor source of emission is false. The science used to measure emissions is inherently flawed. It is wrong to allow emissions checks to be annualized because this only produces an average, which falsely minimizes the very serious health effects that result from the peak points of emission, which would happen during blowdowns. Millions of cubic feet of unfiltered toxins are released into the air during a blowdown. The air quality will be affected, and the air will become unsafe to breathe if this compression station is built. Carcinogens like radon gas can be released into the air. Some people live as close as half a mile to this compressor station. These people definitely will suffer, but who else will suffer? How much of the released methane and toxins travel beyond Buckingham County and Union Hill? What schools and how many children will be affected? The placement of the compressor station in Buckingham County is absolutely environmental racism. It is no coincidence that the station is to be built in an historic African American community. Climate change is the most imminent threat that we are facing now as humans, and across culture it is the most marginalized and oppressed people who are harmed the most from environmental destruction. It is low-income communities, Black and brown communities who face the most grave threats of environmental degradation. Please do not help perpetuate this injustice. No human should have to fight for clean, breathable air, for clean water. Please understand that the implications of this issue are life and death. And please do not allow Dominion to rob the people of this community of their right to live. Thank you.
Thank you.